Ako, kung mga skailam dyan ko, gusto graduate dyan ko para makahuli ang kumpanya.
Kondam ko usa jud ko successful nga engineer.
Akong damgo, ako ang pinakamaayong modula o football diri sa Pilipinas.
Ganahan ko makahuman sa akong pag-eskwela kay ako ra man ang ilang gisaligan niya kung parents wala man naka-graduate og elementary.
Nakasala kong dako sa katilingban nga inaot ko nga ila kong pasaylo sa akong mabuhat o inaot ko nga ila kong madawat.
Ako suya ko sa mga bambata, ngay dako sa chance nga makahuman sa eskwela. Ito nga lagi nga, pobre kami, nakalisod ni karon.
Taon, problema ang gits finance, financial problem nga. Gusto mo ta ko maka-eskwela na, ako maigsoon. Tuod, nakalampos unta sila sa ilang pag-eskwela pero wag nakatabang kay son, ninyo magsayo na.
Karong imposible kay akong damgo kay wala ko'y oras makaduwa. Kay gipapatrabaho ko sa kumama pamaligyag sa
Pero karon ambot lang makaskwela ba ako kay ang pangita sa akong mama kuan ra kanan sana tig buhat rag puso yung gamay ra gud nga na sweldo.
Mawasad to nga nahadlok sad ko nga basig dili niya ko dawaton sa akong pamilya. Nahadlok ko nga mabalik ko sa akong mga gipangbuhat sa
The Filipino youth is considered as the most valuable resource of the country, not only because of their number, but also because of the possibilities they offer to alleviate the situation of the nation. Truth is, we are now facing a big challenge as education, employment, equal protection of the law, and even rest and leisure has become circumstantial and even a privilege, when in fact, these are human rights. The dreams of these children, like many children of poor countries, are turned into nightmares by the unjust realities that surround them. Quite early, their stories follow the same plot of millions, born out of love, but raised in desperation. It is as if they were meant to live outside the circle that encloses the privileged classes, who seem to have the exclusive right to be treated with dignity. The Major Superior of the Salesians of Don Bosco, Father Pascual Chavez, has emphasized,
"Our option for the poorer youth of society is imperative. It comes from the knowledge that they are at a greater disadvantage, are more impressionable, more vulnerable and often exposed to danger, thus making them easy victims of injustice. We cannot realize our mission without taking into consideration their human rights."
The Salesians of Don Bosco has over 35 presences in the Philippines. 15 of these settings fall under the jurisdiction of the Philippine South. Most of them cater to young people, but our work for young people extends beyond our country. Whether it is here in our country or elsewhere in the world, we encounter the same sorry situation. Many young people lack the most basic of necessities. Many do not even receive what they deserve as humans. Our task is not just to improve the conditions of our recipients, but also to bring to the attention of as many people as possible the plight of poor young people.
The Salesian Philippine South Province is part of the worldwide congregation of the Salesians of Don Bosco, working for the holistic development of the young. It operates in the Visayas and Mindanao regions of the Philippines and in the cities of Lahore and Quetta of Pakistan. Established in 1992, the Salesian Philippine South Province offers vocational skills training programs, youth center programs, homes for boys in especially difficult circumstances, an aftercare program for youth in prison, and several other social development endeavors for the advancement of the Filipino youth and the multi-ethnic children of Pakistan.
Our work gives preferential option for children and young people, especially the underprivileged. Some people think that because we are a religious congregation that we only take care of the spiritual growth of the young people. Here in Don Bosco Boys Home, we aim for the total growth of the young person. One is in healing, we care, and then we teach. In healing, it means we take care of the heart of the person, the emotional needs. When we say healing again, we take care of the body or the physical needs of the boys. When we say care, we look after the soul or the spiritual side of a human person. When we say care again, we take care of the intellectual growth of the young person. And when we teach, we take care of the hands, we train them, and then we prepare them for life.
The works of Don Bosco rest on the pillars of education and evangelization, both in the context of providing for the young growth foundations they need in their various stages. We cannot escape that in our school, here at Don Bosco Technology Center, it is made up of various students coming from different social classes. About 5 to 12% belong to poor family. To think that education should be given to these young people, it is not just a privilege, it is a right. We stress in developing their skills that help them be integrated into society. We provide them skills that build their character and skills that prepares them for life. It is our legacy.
Not all parents can afford to have their children in school. Quality education in many countries is expensive. While the government provides free education in public schools, there exist some painful realities. For example, their parents would not like their children to go to school because they want them to work instead. Some, the school is not accessible for them. It's too far for them. And some, the children themselves, they don't have anymore the will to dream in life because for them, their priority is to survive. And usually college is most often just too expensive. It is here where Don Bosco would like to enter and help them. First, to plant the seed, no? At least they will start believing in themselves that when they dream, it's still possible to dream and they can achieve their dreams. That's why we give them a total package of training, not only in skills, in knowledge, but also in terms of music, culture, and other things that would help them in terms of building their self-confidence, responsibility, and hard work.
To date, the Salesians in southern Philippines have educated over 40,000 students in 3 schools, trained 7,500 out-of-school youth in 9 training centers, cared for 9,000 street children in 4 boys' homes, subsidized the education of 8,000 scholars in 7 parishes, and imparted values formation to countless youngsters in various youth clubs in 8 youth centers.
Adults need to exert more effort to make sure that young people get the right amount of rest and leisure. It is bad when young people have too much play, but it is worse when they have to skip childhood to start doing adult tasks. St. John Bosco's educational style respected this growth need of the child. A child needs to play. A child needs friends to play with. Playing fulfills a social and emotional need that will contribute to his personality. Here at Don Bosco, games is a big part in the education of the young. Teachers instruct not only inside the classrooms, but especially after class hours in recreation.
St. John Bosco has time and again reminded his followers.
Let the boys have full liberty to jump, run, and make as much noise as they please. Let care be taken, however, that the games, the persons playing them, as well as the conversation are not reprehensible.
Young people who are poor, oppressed, abandoned, and neglected do not have the capacity to make good decisions. They end up committing crimes, but no matter who they are, they too have the same rights to be accorded with. Unfortunately, oftentimes they are already prejudged as lawbreakers, criminals, and an eyesore to society who deserve to be in jail. When left on their own without intervention, they could not be helped, end up in jail for the rest of their lives, and eventually become hardened criminals. Our work in Don Bosco ensure that the needs of our young boys are addressed and well facilitated. This upholds their human rights. The programs and services we offer enhance, develop, and nurture these young boys for them to become truly productive, good Christians, and honest citizens, ready for their eventual reintegration to their families and communities.
St. John Bosco's recommendations continue to be relevant today.
I was beginning to learn from experience that if young lads just released from their place of punishment could find someone to befriend them, to look after them, to assist them on feast days, to help them get work with good employers, to visit them occasionally during the week, these young men soon forgot the past and began to mend their ways.
The work of giving young people their due must not only be on the shoulder of the government or institutions like the church. Promoting the welfare of every child must be a concerted effort of all.
The beauty of Don Bosco's education is its comprehensive understanding of the nature of young people. Young people must like and enjoy learning.
We need to complement government's effort in addressing the issue of the out-of-school youth. These young men and women have to be given skills and brought them into the world of work where their dreams for a better life are nurtured.
Sadly, many children have no place to play. They have no time to play. Why? They are in the streets. They are too busy working and struggling to survive.
Young people need to be cared for their sake and for everyone's sake.
Young people cannot always speak for themselves. They cannot represent themselves in assemblies and demand their right. Someone must stand up on their behalf, not only in one place, but in every place. That is not my task or the task of special people. It is the task of everyone to promote human rights.
The Salesians are not inclined to select the stories of only those who stand a better chance for a happy ending. Every child's dream deserves a chance.
Promoting human rights, in particular to those of juveniles, is the Salesian way of promoting a culture of life and a change of structures. Education to human rights is the way to implement in various contexts the commitment to prevention, to integrated human development, to the construction of a world that is more fair, more just, more healthy.
It is every child's right to dream. It is every child's right to have a beautiful life story.